Oh, what's up guys, Gemma here and back again, soaking wet hair. It's a beautiful day, can't be bothered to dry it. Dying to show you guys some pick-ups from this delicious video right here. This was the GoPro retro game hunt from John Shaw's, my childhood retro game store. Go and check out the video, I'll link it in the cards. And wow, have I got a haul for you good people, so stay tuned, watch this entire video and share your thoughts in the comment section. As always, I love reading your comments. Even if I don't reply to you, I do read the comments, so thank you very much for the interaction. Really awesome. Now, you would have seen in this video some of the pickups. You would have seen me pick up the Atari Lynx, the boxed Atari Lynx, and that is exactly what we're going to start with. You guys can see here that this beautiful Atari Lynx is boxed and there were 8 games, couple unboxed. It included California games, and then there are some factory sealed, yes, I didn't realise there's some factory sealed Atari Lynx games, which I'm very happy with, really happy with. Didn't play the Atari Lynx much back in the day. This particular machine is in beautiful condition. I'm going to source a power supply for it. When these things were sold, they didn't come with the power supply, but it does take 6 AAA batteries, but I will buy a power supply. Give me a rough idea on prices, guys. What is a good price to pay for the Atari Lynx power supply? But really happy with it. Tried it out, everything works cushy, absolutely loving it. And let me know what you think to the games. All in all, that little package there costs £95, which is a real bargain. You've got to check out John's shop. Can't stress that enough. Go and check it out. In that video here, this video, all of his details are in the description of that video. So I'm going to start with that. We've got that, got some games here, Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, Sega Saturn. Let's take a look at the rest of these pickups. Not happening with my hair today. Right guys, first pickup, Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive. Now, picked up Clay Fighter, Blue Label. These are the later Mega Drive games that came out in the 90s. Really decent game. Came out on the Super Nintendo as well. For me, I find it a little bit more obscure on the Super Nintendo over the Mega Drive. This is boxed complete, and I will say now, anything you guys see here, I'll be drip feeding it out if you want more details and pictures on my Instagram, located here if you want to slap a follow and come and say hi on Instagram. So Clay Fighter, quite an eclectic fighter. Imagine kind of, you know, your Mortal Kombat Street Fighter setup, but with a very eccentric, crazy, monster type looking characters. Don't see it around as much on the Mega Drive. Don't see even less actually on the Super Nintendo. So picked this up. First off, they're £5. I'm going to go ahead and just pop them here as we go along. NES game next, NES game. I struggled to read this when I first picked it up off the shelf. It was one of the first games I picked up in the GoPro game hunt video, and it is a Kickle Cubicle, which I'd never played, and I picked it up purely because I'd never played it and wanted to give it a go. So this could potentially be one that I stream, as I'm doing a lot more retro game streams on my channel right now. So if you want to come and watch this, let me know. Is it any good as well, guys? Again, if you see anything, give me some feedback. I'm pretty open and honest. I'm not gonna BS you and say, oh, I've played them all, or, you know, I'm the queen of retro gaming. It's not about that. I'm gonna be honest, I've not played it. I'm gonna tell you guys, and I definitely haven't played that one. Another Super Nintendo, a Super Nintendo game, but a game that I have never played again. This I clocked in the downstairs cabinet, the ground floor, which you'll see again on the video. Looney Tunes Roadrunner. Box is in really sick condition, and it is box complete, even down to things like the warranty is in there as well. Really nice condition, and I think with any Super Nintendo game, you've got to go in for box games that are really crisp. Don't know why people decided, you know, whoever it was decided to give us cardboard boxes for Super Nintendo and NES games back in the day. Needed a head looking at. I much prefer the sturdiness of the Sega Mega Drive games. Nice plastic. But when you find them this crisp, I don't care if it's a sports title, I'm gonna buy it, because I appreciate that this is an old game, I say old-ish kind of game, and it's stood the test of time. It's in beautiful condition, and I'm also feeling that this is going to be another retro game stream as well, because again, I've never played it, so we can go through it together. So make sure you guys hit subscribe and stay tuned for streams as well. Next up then, another Sega Mega Drive. This is in no particular order. Snagged a copy of the Addams Family. Really enjoyed this, and I really enjoyed Pugsley's Scavenger Adventure back on the Super Nintendo. We are missing the manual, but that's absolutely fine. It goes for a pretty penny on eBay. So I think I got this for £20. Really like the box art, and I recently shared something on my Facebook group about 90s movies, and this was one of those 90s movies that I just bloody loved. Rest in peace Raul Julia as well, the classic M. Bison in a Street Fighter movie. Great movie, great game. Happy to have it in my Sega Mega Drive collection. Speaking of Sega, got some nice 8-bit goodness for you good people out there now, and we have some Master System with Back to the Future 2. Again, a title that I don't see as often. Jess and I have played this. It's a really nice kind of side-scrolling platform game, and being a huge Back to the Future fan, it would have been daft to walk out without this. I usually know what's decent in John's if I don't see it as much at expos. If I'm not seeing it at markets and I'm not seeing it at expos, I'm buying it. Now I believe, and I'm correct, we're missing the manual, which is fine. I don't mind. For me, box is key as a collector. I said back in the GoPro Game Hunt video, I'm not really going for unboxed titles anymore unless I can get sick deals. I'm going specifically for boxed. So Back to the Future 2, don't remember how much this one was. We just had like a roundup price at the end as well. Pretty sun damage, but that's absolutely fine. And let me know guys, have you played this? Smash your comments on any of these games below. Next up then guys is a game that some of you really felt disappointed with back in a 16-bit period. Rise of the Robots. Picked it up A because I don't own it, B because the box is nice, and C because I don't actually mind it, you know, I don't actually mind it. You're kind of half robot, half human, fighting against one another. It did lack in many areas. I always find the animation to be a little bit crap. And it says on the front here, it includes music by Brian May. I don't like Brian May, so that really wasn't a selling point for me. But again, love my Super Nintendo, really want to beef out my box game collection. Originally priced at $59.99. That looks like an old HMV sign to me, with 32 meg power. I mean, I just love some of the box, you know, the kind of slogans on these boxes. When you read them back now, it's just comical. But again, if you were a lover of Rise of the Robots, let me know. And if you're a hater also, let me know. I think we put something out on 2 Girls 1 Gaming topic, games that were highly anticipated but really let you down after release, and some of you did mention Rise of the Robots. So it's now in my collection. We'll put it there and we'll go on to the next. I'm going to show you some kick-ass stuff, so don't go anywhere. Another Super Nintendo title now guys, missing the inlay, everything else is intact. We got Biker Mice from Mars, a classic cartoon back in the day, but I haven't played it. Seen it around a little bit at expos, but I think mainly unboxed. So found this, not one I'd seen in John's previously. And he did say he'd not had much stuff in, but I thought there was quite a bit in that looked quite fresh to me. As I go there, maybe every couple of months I'll pop in and see what he's got. So Biker Mice from Mars, really great cartoon. Again, potential live stream with this. If you want me to stream any of this, definitely let me know. If you don't want to comment, just hit me up on Facebook guys, it's absolutely cool. Couple more games here, some Saturn stuff. Wow, there's loads to show you. Next up then guys, we got The Legend of Galahad on the Sega Mega Drive. Looks to me a little bit like Super Castlevania 4, never played it. And I think the beauty of me with this retro game hunt is a lot of these games I've never played. So for me, that instantly increases my excitement on a retro game hunt when you look at something like, oh, I never saw that as a kid, or I never played that as a kid, and instantly I'm like, I need this, I have to have it. You know, that tends to be like my approach, is if I haven't played it, I'll definitely pick it up. With something like Super Nintendo, if it's got a great box, I'm picking it up. And I also consider, like, will it be a good live stream, you know? Can I make an absolute idiot of myself by getting the game completely wrong and fluffing it up completely? But I just want, like, you know, good games I'm going to enjoy. And I thought this looked pretty damn sweet. Really nice box art as well. Really nice. And I don't think you can go wrong with an EA game. So that also is now beefing out. Where am I going to put it? We'll put it there, my Sega Mega Drive collection. Next up then guys is a Sega Saturn title called Virtual Highlight. Looks to me like a nice 3D RPG. Imminently when I looked on the back when I first picked this out, I kind of saw almost like a third person Doom but medieval times, you know. And reading the back and just kind of looking at it, it really does seem like there's loads of RPG elements, which is perfect for me because the RPG genre is my absolute favourite. Something that you can get true immersion from and just play for hours and hours. Real time suckers, these. So that's what I really thought, you know, I'm going to have this. Box art's not that great. It is box complete. Again, if you've played it, let me know. It's actually really nice to get some Saturn games back in the collection because it is a console that I neglect in terms of playing quite a bit and collecting for. So really stoked to pick something up with the Sega Saturn. So we'll pop it right there and we'll keep on going. 2 more games, and this thing right here, nothing overly extravagant. It is a box red N64 controller. I have a box green and a box blue. My hair just feels so bad today. And I'm just basically going for all the boxed original kind of controllers. Immaculate, will say this, and I had asked John about this previously and he didn't want to sell it because this is the controller that he tests consoles with, but he did give it to me this time, so super stoked. We'll put it on top of Breath of the Wild. Got a GameCube game and another Sega Mega Drive game. Rather than cut away, let's real time it. Let's real time it. Now this is one I never see. This is one I never see. It is Taz Wanted on the GameCube. Now this is probably my smallest smallest portion of my retro game collection, my GameCube. So I do like to have a quick glance. These are located on the ground floor. Used to love the cartoons as a kid, but I've never actually played it. I'll read the back. Slip into 10 crazy costumes from a hip-hop rapper to a cool surfer dude. 12 2-player challenges such as crazy shopping trolley, run or floor, or polish a race. Sounds pretty epic. Sounds pretty epic. Sounds fun. This is definitely one I think my nephews would enjoy if they were to come over and have a bash on the GameCube. So again, if you've played it, let me know. And finally, Crossy Super Fun House. Shockingly didn't have this box, but I think I have it unboxed, so that's fine. It is complete, which is always a bonus. And I loved this as a kid. I really did enjoy The Simpsons. Grew out of it pretty quickly, but did enjoy Krusty's Fun House as a kid. So they are my pickups. So there we go, guys. Just want to say, as always, thank you for watching. And also, make sure you guys hit subscribe. As much as I can't do retro game pickups all the time because it's so ridiculously expensive, it will always be a permanent feature of my channel. I'm really pushing out and about stuff, and now I've got the GoPro, it just adds that extra dimension. So stick around, stick with me. I'm really excited about the content that I've got coming up. So hopefully you guys can stick with me. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it with other gamers as well. Let's bring more people in. The more interaction for me, the better, because I can learn stuff from you guys also. But for now, guys, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go out. Happy Thursday. My name's Gemma. Take care. See you soon.